The next key, when you make a plan, you have to adhere to it. You know how many plans I've made to lose weight? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But I don't adhere to them. You don't know how many. I got some shakes in the refrigerator there, but they're still sitting in the refrigerator. So we can do all this plan tonight. We can break it down. We can have it written out. But if we don't adhere to it, then it doesn't mean anything. So we have to put it into action. Let's see. High achievers have plans that are much less important than their ability to stick to them. Execute the basics daily. We all know that each day we need to contact a few more people, follow up, just do the basic steps. If we're just consistent, that will help us to achieve our goals and our plan. Your greatest challenge is not in creating this plan, it's going to be in adhering to it. If you spend more time adhering to this plan and less time on creating new ones, you will be successful. So there's 3 factors that make up adherence. The first one is focus. Focus is the key distinguishing factor of high achieving individuals. It's just one of the factors of focus is find your one thing and know when to say no. Keep it simple. So find your one thing. Maybe you only want to sell and you don't want to go into leadership. Or maybe you only want to work one neighborhood and not another. Whatever it is, don't get yourself spread so thin. Find your one thing. Learn how to say no to things that are taking you off task of reaching your goal. It might be within your business, it might be within your family, it might be within your life. But I know I'm bad about that. I want to be everywhere, do everything, tell everybody, yes, I'll do it for you. But you've got to do what's going to be the best for you and your family and your plan. So stay focused on your plan. Competence. High achieving leaders know that developing competence helps them stick to it. Factors for competence are evaluating the average. It's not in doing extreme things. It's just doing average things, but doing them every day and doing them well. Get a system, get organized. Learn new things. That's one of the biggest things you can do in this business, is just what you're doing tonight, coming and learning new things. I know pretty much of you did the Dreams Made Real teleseminar. I know Lori came on towards the end of that, didn't get into that, but doing those kind of things, staying focused and learning new things to help you to achieve whatever it is, and keep positive. Especially when you get in this business, I call this a bipolar business because you're either on the floor or you're up on the, not cloud 9, cloud 19, you know. So when you are down, don't pull away, plug in. It's very hard to do. It's very hard to do. A lot of people start walking away and wandering away, but stay plugged in. Keep positive. And the last thing for adherence is passion. Although focus and competence are critical to adherence, passion is the glue that helps us stick to our plans over the long haul. The factors for passion are paint the picture, which is what we're going to do in a minute. Imagine what it will be like when you have that house. You kind of did it, having Christmas together, having those events. Post pictures of your goals. Pick out that car or that item or whatever it is, whatever that goal is. I like this part. Give what you want. Imagine how you want things to be done, then do it that way. That's one thing I learned early on in this business. I was kind of, I've really come to terms with this, but I was really kind of upset that my upline was just happy being a unit leader and doesn't really want to go out all the time. She works with me when I ask her to, but you know. So I remember talking, I believe it was Sumaza, and she says, whatever you want an upline to be that. That's why I do so much to help you guys, is because I don't want y'all to have a sucky upline. I want you to have a good upline. I want you to have what I have, or what I want. And I might not be what you want, but you can be that to your upline or your customers. Same thing with customers. I know, again, to the restaurant, I don't like fast food, although many people are happy with that. Just give me a book, let me place my order, don't bother me, give it to me in 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I want a waiter that's going to come in and pull out my chair and push it in while I sit down and tell me the specials. You know what I'm saying? Put my napkin over my lap and grate my pepper and my cheese. That's what kind of customer service I want, and that's what kind of customer service I try to give my customers. One of the best ways to adhere to your plan is to be accountable to it. And so how are we accountable to our plan? And that's by sharing it. Sharing your dreams, your goals, your plan with your family, with your friends, with your team, with your upline. I mean, if it's not business-wise, share it with, you know, whatever is important to you. But people need to know what you're working for. If they know what you're working for, they will not only, you know, be glad you shared it, but they'll help you get it. You don't know how many times I've told customers, there is an incentive this campaign only. And so, if you buy this, you're going to help me achieve it. And they will buy this, whatever it is, or if you do this. Or who do you know where I can go? I need to find 5 more people, and they'll go over here, go over there, go over yonder. They will do it. One of the biggest things we have to do is review our plan to make sure you're on track. You know, if you have a GPS, it will sometimes start updating and go, wait a minute, you're off track, so turn right here, turn right again, and get back on this other road. Right. So that's what we have to do. We have to review and adjust. You know, I still haven't lost that weight, so I'm reviewing and adjusting all the time. So the gist of it is, work with me individually on your dreams and goals. For the next, it's pretty much 90 days up until right before Thanksgiving, and it's just basically working your plan. And if you adhere to it, we will come up with an incentive that we'll do somewhere between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, do you all want, what I want to do, and I think we have enough time, is make dream boards. And what a dream board is putting this into a picture that you can keep in front of you. Because like I said, you have to have the goal before you. And I have mine. Let me get mine real quick. This is my first dream board. And it really probably means nothing to you unless I sit here and explain it. But I kept this on my refrigerator for my first year till I achieved most of this, except for I'm not skinny. But I wanted to travel, which I've done. When I very first started, I did not have very many clothes or shoes, jewelry and makeup. That's the reason I started Avon, whether I was going to the top or not. I can come in, I did it tonight, and I have every blush, every foundation, every eyeliner, and I can just go over there and put on whatever I want. I got 3 things of jewelry, and I'm happy on achieving my goal of having makeup and jewelry. I wanted to make extra money. I wanted to make my own money, kind of like you, Lori. I just didn't want to ask my husband for another $50. Tell him why. Because I just want to go get my hair done, that's why. And anyway, this really made it for my husband and for me something to look at and something to see. The second year, I went pretty darn crazy. This is very specific, very, very specific. My box is in the way. I'm gonna push this up here, right here. But I was very specific last year, and I wrote out, this is a little overkill, I'm not asking y'all to do this tonight, but I wrote out my plan for pretty much every month or every quarter of what I wanted to accomplish. And then, you know, I put inspirational things like set goals. I put some quotes: where there is no vision, the people perish. But well, anyway, I put things to motivate me and inspire me. Got a football goal up here, dartboard. I put my activities to achieve my goals, what I was going to do. There's a couple goals there. Who I was going to follow. All these are like senior executive unit leaders, but some of them, look at this, Pat Bear. Most everybody knows who she is. She's right here in our district because she was the top seller since I started. Not now though, but, but those are the people I wanted to follow. I wanted to go to New York to a family reunion, but I had also recruited one of my second cousins, so I worked up there. They had an incentive where if I met this incentive, they doubled every one of my leadership bonuses for 5 campaigns. So this is my tracking of it. Of course, this is really cheesy. And this is the check for $1,570.
Wow.
So, thank you. All these that are checked, I accomplished. A couple of them I didn't. But also, one thing over here is where I reviewed, and I didn't do it all the time. Like at the end of February, I did it. Then I put next steps, and I kind of broke it down. But one thing you won't see over here, when I made this in January, was to open a LABC. That was not my plan, but I still accomplished it last year.